Hello, I'm Gene Cox, and this is Snapshot. Today we're dealing with a subject that is very much in the news right now, and that is the measles. We're talking with Dr. Parham Jabari of the Chesterfield County Health Department. Dr. Jabari, measles is a highly infectious disease that can kill. Let's establish that right up front.
It can. Measles can lead to certain complications, including acute encephalitis, which is an infection around the brain, and potentially lead to death.
And there's no real treatment for it, is there?
There isn't. Measles is a viral disease, and for most of the viral diseases, there isn't a specific antibiotic that we can provide, so it has to run its course, and we provide supportive care. Well, I think we have seen a lot of increased attention and awareness due to the outbreak that started in Southern California at the amusement park. We've seen that outbreak continue to over 120 individuals being affected by measles. For many, many years, we don't see a lot of measles cases in our communities, and now we're beginning to see that number increase again certainly over the last couple years. But from a low of less than 100 in 2004 to over 600 last year. Many types of viral illnesses, you see a high fever. That's a hallmark of measles, along with nasal congestion, malaise. So the symptoms sound like flu. A few other things that are not always accompanying other viral illnesses includes conjunctivitis or red eyes, and certainly the rash that can develop. We have plans for any sort of communicable disease outbreak, and this would follow our typical protocols. We identify who that individual is, who the close contacts of that person are. Are they a school-age child? Do they attend daycare? Who's in their family? Do they have a caretaker? Do they have a babysitter? So we start with the sick individual, and we start working around with all the personal contacts that person may have. And from there, if we find other individuals who also have that sign, the symptoms of the illness, we continue to expand that circle. We work with healthcare providers. Healthcare providers routinely report to the health department any diseases of public health significance, and measles certainly is one. So we make sure we have open communications, that they can contact us 24/7 to provide that information to us as quickly as possible so we can begin the investigations, provide the necessary health information, and where treatment may be required, we can also provide that treatment. We actually believe that measles was so prevalent in the United States before 1958 that if you're born before that time, you're considered immune. If you're a healthcare provider, we still encourage you to look at your immune status. So if someone really wanted to know for sure, there's actually a blood test that allows us to check your titer, to check whether you have antibodies developed against that. The other way is to certainly look at medical records. You are immune if you have the appropriate vaccinations, if your blood test shows it, or if you've had the disease. All of these three things are ways that we can determine whether you're able to get measles again or not.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jabari. For Snapshot, I'm Gene Cox.